don't know if you can
Yeah,
sense
yeah.
that. I feel like somewhere in some part of the world, I'm hearing candles being blown out. It's really weird. I don't know if you can hear that. Oh, I don't know. It's
Oh,
strange.
yeah, no. Well, I'm microdosing, so I thought it was me. But but history is riddled with unexplained events. You can turn back now or learn the stuff they don't want you to know. Our first piece of listener mail today comes from a fellow conspiracy realist who wishes to be identified as the Naked Mole Rat, and NMR for short. It appears you have chosen violence today, my friend. You have some accusations, and in the interest of transparency, as we are against censorship, we wanted to read your letter to your fellow listeners. So here we go. Now, I don't know if this is the one that gets us in hot water, Matt, but let's see. Dear Stuff They Don't Want You to Know, I hate to be that guy writing just to point out mistakes, but recently you made a rather glaring error, and I think it would be best to get in front of the inevitable backlash. Ben described the guinea pig as the most "why are you even here" animal. I almost spat out my coffee when I heard that. Fortunately, by the time I brewed a pot, I'd pulled myself together. I'm writing now to set the record straight. And Naked Mole Rat does so. Matt, do you want to take this next part?
Oh, sure. The guinea pig, your listeners should know, occupies an important ecological niche. Namely, it serves as a reference for scale in photographs of the capybara, the world's largest rodent, and true holder of the title, the most "why are you even here" animal. Without the guinea pig, you might look at a picture of a capybara and say, I guess it's pretty big. Or, I don't know, I can't really tell how big that is. I wish there was a much more familiar yet smaller animal in the frame with the capybara, maybe sitting on its back, so I could get a better sense of its size. You've never had to say that, all thanks to the hard work of the humble guinea pig.
All right, we're doing voices. We're doing voices, Naked Mole Rat.
I
And
hope
there's
you like
more.
this.
And there's more. The guinea pig also serves as a prop in pictures of capybara dressed in costumes see attached. They perform as the straight man in capybara gags. See linked video. Capybara farts on guinea pig's head. And they can also convincingly portray the main capybara in movies when they flash back to when it was a little kid. I couldn't find any examples, but come on. Who else would you cast?
Anyway, I think it goes without saying the capybara was meant to go extinct when all the other cartoonishly large versions of modern animals died off. Scientists believe the capybara was unaware of its own size, and thus survived. The theory makes sense. After all, back then it had nothing to reference for scale.
Oh, okay. No, wait. These are good notes. Anyway, thank you again, as always, for an otherwise excellent show. Feel free to use any portion of this email however you see fit, though if you air it, you'll surely be seen as pimping yourselves out to the lobbyists repping Big Rodent. So it goes. From regards, the Naked Mole Rat. All right, well, we got our keisters handed to us on this one, Matt.
We really did. We really did. It makes so much sense that the guinea pig, provides such a key role in understanding the capybara when you're, especially now that we're on our phones all the time, a picture of a capybara in those dimensions just doesn't make sense unless there's a guinea pig on its back or being farted upon near it.
Right. That's just science at that point. Like what we really appreciate is the theory here, right? The reasoning behind your concept, Naked Mole Rat. In short, the idea is that the capybara survives because it did not have a sense of its own scale. And I've got to tell you, I mean, we're having fun with this one. we just like you folks, fellow conspiracy realists, we love to take an email that makes our day or something, and we're all actually friends in real life. So Matt and Noel and Doc and Mission Control and I will send stuff to each other if it cracks us up. But it also goes to another question I have, which is not to be disrespectful, but Capybara, how did you make it this far? How are you like? What are your like? Okay, so first off, it is a gigantic rodent in South America. It looks a little more swampy than you might imagine if you've never seen a picture. I imagine everybody has at this point if you have the internet, because it's quintessential eye bleach, right? They're hugely popular in Japan. They're just regular huge in South America. Literally, they're an animal of least concern. I don't know, man. They're really good swimmers. You can see them in Florida now. They're one of the relatively few large fauna whose range may be growing. Um, they're herbivores. They're not out. Also, they're picky herbivores. I don't know, man. I don't know. The one bad thing I can say about the capybara, the one bad habit, quote unquote, that they have, is they are autocoprophagous.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're poopy,
Yeah,
man.
Yep. Well, yeah, that's the thing. And their primary predator, the chupacabra, you can barely find it anywhere anymore.
Right. Gone are the days when you could see the noble chupacabra just cavorting across the savannas, across Puerto Rico. This is interesting, though, to take one moment for this. Naked mole rat, your theory is fascinating because it has echoes of earlier scientific research, especially as uh, human civilizations in days gone by would expand and document parts of the world they had never seen. The idea that the idea that guinea pigs exist to give the capybara a sense of scale is like, although it sounds like we're all joking right now, and obviously, naked mole rat, not to diminish your theory in any way, it doesn't. It's not too far from a lot of the previous theories that early naturalists would have about the world. You know, we live in a civilization founded on discovery and no dumb questions, right? Like I always think of elephant skulls, which are the origin of the Cyclops myths. I can't blame people for looking at the skull of an elephant and saying, I don't know, it looks like an eye.
Yeah, I remember that. That's a really creepy thing to think about. Seeing it and imagining the monster that this skull once belonged to. Yikes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Dude, I don't know what else to say here. I think Naked Mole Rat really just like took us to task, was right, and
Yes.
we just have to say, look, personally, I'm sorry. I didn't understand.
Mm-hmm. Apologies and gratitude. Thank you, Naked Mole Rat, for bringing the real issues to bear here, and helping you and me and hopefully all of us listening realize that there's a lot out there to learn.